Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Beasts. This is producer Leif here. I just wanted to let you all know, listen, I'm a warrior. I wanted to make sure everyone's doing okay. Also, I had some technical difficulties, and you'll hear them throughout the episode, but yeah, we are here for another episode. We are on quarantine, and yeah, enjoy the episode. Stay safe, stay healthy. Download, rate, subscribe, tell a friend. Just tell them from at least 6 feet away. All right, thanks, enjoy.
Welcome to BrainMachineNetwork.com.
Cool. All right, we're good to go.
We're good to go. Beautiful. Oh my God. Welcome to another episode of Beasts, everybody. I am Caitlin Peluffo, and this is my sweet baby boy, Leif Enoksen. How you doing, honey?
Hey, I'm doing great. You actually startled me with that. Like, I forgot we were starting a podcast.
Yeah,
and yeah, here we are.
That makes sense. I am very startling. I'm loud. I'm a loud lady, but we do that.
I would want nothing different.
Thank you.
Caitlin, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm alive. I'm in the middle of the country right now, which is nice.
Oh yeah, where y'all staying?
Stone Ridge. It's 2 hours.
Stony Ridge.
It's 2 hours north in New York. So it's still New York State. We're not going to get shot by anybody from Rhode Island.
Caitlin, hi, sorry, I don't mean to jump in here. Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Where do you find these guests, Caitlin?
Where did the people from that Airbnb go? Where are they? Because this is important information.
In the backyard.
During the quarantine, these people go, fuck it.
Yeah.
Where are they? What the hell happened to these people?
No, they own this as a rental property, and they live up the street.
So nobody was renting.
Nobody had to be displaced for this rental.
So y'all are just at an Airbnb?
Yes. Yeah, we're at an Airbnb.
But why was nobody living there?
Yeah.
Because they rent it out every week to different people, but everybody canceled and we went, and so we stayed for 2 weeks.
So I got you. Instead of having actual people live in an apartment or house or whatever, they're like, we'll just use it as an Airbnb.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Anyway, welcome to our guest.
I have more questions too.
I have more questions.
I have more questions. These people's taxes are, I guarantee they're hiding something somewhere. You know what I mean? Like if they ever got audited, it's over for them.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes, it's odd to own a place that you only use for Airbnb. Is that even legal? Can you do that?
Yeah, it's almost like a bed and breakfast.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
I used to Airbnb my apartment, which was very illegal because it was an illegal sublet. And then I stopped doing that because I was terrified I was going to lose my apartment. Wow, that is an obnoxiously large bottle of water.
Pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Drink 2 of these a day. That's how you stay alive, Caitlin.
Move. Caitlin, are you quarantined in this Airbnb?
Yes, we're quarantined. We've been for the past 2 weeks.
And you're gonna stay there through this whole thing?
No, I have to go back to my apartment because my roommate might have bed bugs. So
oh, that's fun. That's just a fun layer.
Hell of a 2 weeks. We're having.
Why do you have to go back?
I have to fix it before it spreads to my bedroom.
How do you fix bed bugs?
You have to do like caulking, and you have to like clean everything and throw shit out, and get the exterminator. And
what about
I'm the
your
only
roommate?
person. I'm the only person on the lease, so I have to. Yeah, it's a
That's
whole
horrible.
thing. Anyway, guys, can we get back to the podcast we're doing right now?
Nope. Can we get back into this real quick? What a horrible time to get bed bugs of all the times.
Yeah.
It is the worst case scenario.
Just burn the apartment down and leave, man. It's not worth it. The city is completely on fire. If you're out of here, you should not be coming back.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, that's the course of action I would suggest as well.
Just burn it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You lost an apartment.
Well, Nathan Macintosh, everybody, give him a round of applause.
Hey.
Thank you so much for doing the pod. Nathan, how are you during this quarantine?
I'm good. I have no bed bugs. I have no roaches. I have one roommate. She's my girlfriend.
Hell yeah.
Share space. And I'm doing good, you know?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So you used to play sports. I don't know. We're doing fine.
Is that how you want to jump into it? Yes,
No.
I used to play sports. First of all, Caitlin, did you play a lot of sports when you were a kid?
You can tell by the sweatsuit I'm wearing right now. But yeah,
Do you play sports now? What do you play? Do you play soccer?
Yeah, I did, and I do. I'm on a club team, or not.
Do y'all
a club
remember?
Team,
Do you remember sports? Those were fun.
those were fun. We'll never play those again.
No.
No.
Yeah, you were supposed to play on the soccer team now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Bummer.
I paid all my money and everything, and it all got canceled. So
Yeah, they don't give that back, huh?
no, I guess not. I guess I should find out, but we'll see.
No,
It
you're not
probably
getting that
just
money
carries
back.
over to.
You're not going to get that money back. Is it not crazy to figure out that every company, like just what every company and organization is living the same way that like a divorced dad is living? Just like, if I don't make $10 Friday, I'm fucked. From Delta all the way down to everybody, every single company is like, we can't stop working or we're fucking dead. It's really crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true, and very true with comedians as well. I did a Zoom
Yes.
show for $25, and I was like, thank God.
How was it?
Oh yeah.
It was fun. It was actually fun. Yeah, I didn't hate it. It was it's just noisy because you can hear people in their own homes. And at one point, when a different comedian was on stage, was like, God, these comics aren't even good. And it was like, excuse me, we're talking into our computers. What do you expect from us?
See, this is why I've said no. I've only said no to 2, and then I think because of that, the universe has said, well, you're not going to get any more offers at all. Comedy's hard enough with like, I am completely fine with going to beauty bar for the rest of my life and never making $1 and making 7 fucking people from Slovenia kind of chuckle.
Yeah.
But to watch somebody who I know is not wearing pants barely laugh at a thing that I didn't want to say by myself in a room, I'll fucking hang myself.
It's I mean, also no one's asked me to do a show, but doing it without an audience seems painful. I like what a lot of people are doing. They're leaning the talk show, or almost like this. Like, this is what they're doing.
Yes.
That makes sense. I was like, that I can get behind. But
Absolutely.
yeah, just
Stand
telling
up to
jokes into the
nobody.
void.
Ooh.
I've done that. I did that. It was fine. I survived. It honestly it was like a bad open mic. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
And then when I did one that was really good because I was telling jokes and you could hear them laugh. And there was like 50 people in there, but they were all muted except for like 10. So you could hear the 10 people laugh. And you're like, I'm killing. It felt good. It was fine. It was what I needed.
Feels nice.
I didn't shoot myself. So it worked.
I could be crazy. I'm not saying I'm not crazy.
It creates some buzz.
Yeah. So you played sports, huh, Nathan?
Yeah, Caitlin, I did. You know, a little bit.
Nathan,
I mean,
you one of those sportsmen?
I mean, it was so. I don't even know if it's like a real thing. I was a child.
Wait, where were you a child?
Where?
Canada?
Yeah. Do you know what part?
have
Or do you
children
want to
in
just say
Canada?
the whole
Yeah.
thing?
What part of Canada?
Nova Scotia.
Wow, that's cold.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Close your fucking. I'm gonna talk to him. Shut it down, Caitlin. Where did you grow up again?
California.
Okay. Then yes. Okay. I will let you have this. Yes. Canada gets cold. New York
Wow,
also gets
Canada
cold.
Gets cold. You heard it here first.
Canada gets cold. New York also gets cold, but nobody ever kind of seems to think. Yeah, I guess it's cold. Do you know where Nova Scotia is on a map?
It's right above New York, right?
Kind of. Yeah. It's like not. It's truly not that far. If you can get a direct flight, it's like, okay, here's New York.
Okay.
Here's where I'm from.
Oh, that's cute.
So, anyways, I played baseball as a kid. But like as a kid, I was like, it was like 10 to 13.
Yeah.
And yeah, did you ever play baseball, Caitlin?
I played softball. But
Okay,
very
yeah,
fun.
I've played that too.
Were you
Actually,
any
now
good?
that I think of it, I was on the Gotham Comedy Club team.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the one that
Christopher
had in
was
Central
on that,
Park.
right?
Yeah,
Are you any good at sports?
no. That fucking softball. So I hadn't played baseball of any sort for like 20 years, right?
Uh-huh.
And I go up to bat. First thing I do, hit a goddamn double, and I bring people in. And I was like, this is great. Then every other time up at bat was horrible. I was in right field once, and a ball came at me, and I just fucking missed it, and I did like a weird Mario jump with like my knee up, and it was horrible. I got benched every game, and I only signed up because I was like, I thought it was like a fun thing, but they took it so seriously that it wasn't a good time. So I got benched all the time, and then I quit, and I hated it. But baseball as a kid was fun. Yeah,
were you good at it as a kid? Why did you start and why did you stop?
I started because I was a part of the Big Brothers Big Sisters program.
Oh my God,
and it sounds so stupid saying Big Brother. It's a fucking adult man who has, you know what I mean? It's so dumb to be like this weird. It's just a man. It's just a fucking man. When you grow up, you realize it's just a fucking man with his own fucking problems who's trying to help people, whatever the fuck. So this man signed me up for baseball when I was a kid, and that's why. Why did I stop going?
Yeah.
I stopped playing because I really wanted to play. I was like, I used to pitch, and I loved it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is what I'm going to do for my life. And then when I was about 17, I tried out for that, whatever that division team would be against other 17, 18-year-olds.
Uh-huh.
And I was a tiny little boy who was now playing against men in my head at that time. I couldn't, that was not for me. These people were way the fuck above me. All of it was horrible, and I never went again.
So what did you end up doing in high school? Did you do anything creative or athletic or extracurricular?
Creative?
Yeah, like were you a theater boy? Did you like to draw? Were you always a joke teller?
I was on the improv team in high school.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I loved it. I might be one of the only stand-up comedians that does not have a problem with improv.
Yeah, improv's fun.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun tool. It's great.
Improv is great. Improv is no different than stand-up, whereas like if it's good, it's good. People talk about stand-up, it's like it's all good. Oh no. There's about, can we be serious so I'll get back to this? How many good comedians do you think there are? 7? You know what I mean? It's fucking bad. It's a barely okay fucking art form done at its height. But somehow every comedian's like, we're better than improv. You're not better than anybody. You're wearing straight leg jeans and a fucking Avengers t-shirt. But anyways.
Oh, so you've seen my set recently?
So anyways, I was on the improv team in high school, and I loved it. Thought it was great.
That's great. Was there was it just in your school, or did you travel around and improv against other schools?
We improved against other schools.
Wow.
We improved against other schools.
Did you?
Wait, you did?
See?
Against?
I knew it.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I thought you were just being condescending for the
No.
No.
Never mind.
That was the team aspect was, we traveled. Well, we didn't really travel. It was just kind of like, but there was other schools sort of in the district, I guess. There was like 7 or 8 other schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, were you guys good or?
We were really good, man.
Yeah.
We were really fucking good, and I fucked it up. I guess you can say competition or whatever. We were against this school. What was that school called? Who cares? But they had a thing. They did improv, but they didn't really do improv. They always figured out a way to do. They had like a scene, and then they would just get they had a scene basically where they were all on a bike, and they would just change the song. Does that make any sense? So they never did a new scene. All they ever did was go, hey, what's this thing we can sing about? And then they had a choreographed, basically fucking sketch.
Oh.
Anyway, so we were up against that school. They were the school, the really good fucking school. And I had to do the ask for this thing. And they were like, just go out and ask a job. I was like, yeah, perfect. So it's like 400, 500 people in this room. And I was like, name a job and a place. And as soon as I said it, I was like, fuck. And then they gave us a place. Some fucking cocksucker yelled, dryer. So we had to do a scene in a dryer. We were in a fucking dryer. Nobody was prepared for this. This wasn't supposed to be what I was supposed to ask. And I sunk us. We lost.
Oh,
I ruined it. I'll never forget this.
You still think about it till this day. It haunts you.
Comedy things I really hang on to. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can tell you in detail all the sets I've ever bombed. It's insane how they just stick in your head.
Yeah, they don't go. They don't go anywhere.
No, I got a question. How does the competition work? How are things scored or anything like that? Like, how do you decide who the winner is or not?
There were judges.
Okay.
Yeah, there were judges who judged the whole deal. I think they judged, creativity, whether it was funny or not. Something else. I can't remember, but there was definitely a team of judges who judged it. We got medals.
You have a medal from Improv?
I gave it to a girl. So I couldn't make the first.
What a romantic.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that. I couldn't make the first.
She was your little sister?
She was my little sister. Caitlin, it was actually you. Don't you remember years ago I gave you that medal at Halifax West? I wasn't able to make the first night because I had a job. I was working at Starbucks, and I wasn't able to make the first night. And they were like, "Yo, we got fucked, but we can win," and whatever. We were down by a bunch of points, so they brought me in, and I replaced a girl who, I'm not trying to be rude, she probably shouldn't have been there, regardless. There was people on that. There was people on this team. There was people on this team. Look, man, where's that woman now? She probably lives in a fucking trailer. What are we talking about here? You know?
And that's why we brought her in. Please come in.
So I gave it to her because she was upset that she wasn't in it. I think the team might have had like 8 or 9 people, and the teacher picked, who was on the team, like who was performing. And
she didn't pick you for the first night, but then
the first night I wasn't able to go because I was working.
Oh,
so the second night they were like, "We need you. You are one of the people." So I gave my medal to her. So it's gone. I don't
that's
have
very nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I felt bad.
Did you have a little girlfriend that was jealous? Were you cool in high school? Is basically what I'm asking.
Yeah. I'll let you answer first. What do you think?
Oh, that answers it for us.
Yeah, that means I think you were. Yeah, you were like the bad boy who did improv just because it was like something he was good at, but
this
he didn't
is what
tell
I
his
would
jock
do.
Friends.
I didn't have really jock friends. So when I first started going to school, I was not cool, and then I took I stopped going to school for a while, and then I was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna be cool," and then I just started being cool. It's just a decision.
Really? No, it is not.
Yeah.
It's just a mindset, Caitlin. You just have to think you're cool. Put that energy out there. It'll come back.
If you really look at people, the people that everybody has like interesting insecurities, even like the coolest of the cool. I don't know, man. If you just stand back and look at everybody, nobody's that. There's cool people, but nobody's that cool.
Yeah, that's very true.
Does that make sense?
Unless they smoke cigarettes, then they're very cool.
Where? Who's very cool?
If they smoke cigarettes, then they're very cool.
Oh, yeah. The more cigarettes, too. If you can get up to like 20, 25 a day.
Oh, yeah. I want to smell you from across the room.
You're like the coolest, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I remember something very cool, Nathan, you said to me the first night we ever hung out. It was at Gotham, and you sat down and you're looking at the audience, and someone said something, and you just look at me and you said, "How are you not going to eat ass and still pay taxes?" And then
I don't remember what that would have been.
It was like you're too good to eat ass, but you're still gonna pay taxes. Like, who the fuck are you?
Well, it doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Paying tax is a much more offensive thing. You don't know where the money goes. You have no, and they're just like, "Give us this." You're like, "What the fuck? Okay." And if I don't, I go to jail. But like, what if I wanted to fix roads? They're like, "Fuck you. We decide where it goes, and you won't eat it." It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. I can't. It doesn't even like register as a real thing. But that's funny. I guess I'm happy it was that.
It was the first thing you ever said to me. And it was like,
wow.
I like this guy. This guy is
I opened
cool.
strong, huh?
This guy is cool.
Man, I'm happy you thought that. That could have went such a different
that.
way. I could have been in the women's
love
fucking.
that.
No.
I could have been in the women's group on Facebook as like, dude, have you ever talked to this predator? The first thing he said to me was,
and it was perfect. It was lovely. Okay, so did you go to college?
No, I'll say no. I basically went for 1 year so that I could move from Halifax to Toronto solely to start stand up.
Wow, so you knew that young. That's crazy.
Yeah. When I was like 10, I was like, that's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna do comedy.
You know.
And so improv was your gateway into the comedy world, I would say.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
how old were you 18 when you first went to an open mic?
19.
19.
Yeah.
That's crazy. To be that sure when you're that young. That's nuts.
I love that. Love that.
Yeah. That's
When
great.
did you find out that it was what you wanted to do? Did you have a whole life and like career and stuff before?
Yeah, I had 2 failed careers. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was supposed to be an athlete. I went to college for soccer, and then I was supposed to be an artist, and I failed at both. So
Well, what's artist? Artist is so vague.
I got my master's degree in fine arts, and I was a photographer and a performance artist. Yeah. And I failed at both.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
I was a teacher for 10 years.
Jesus,
and then
man.
found comedy. Yeah.
What did you teach?
Everything from kindergarten to middle school science. And also I taught like in Korea for a year and a half, all sorts of stuff.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's very fun.
Yeah, I didn't get in comedy until much late. I didn't really start comedy until almost 30.
10 years, wow. What was the worst, out of those, kindergarten to middle school, what's the worst grade?
For me, the young grades. I love middle schoolers, even though they're a pain in the ass, but that's like my speed. Like it keeps me on my toes. I'm able to talk to them, like talk about concepts. Where when I was teaching kindergarten, first grade, I was teaching kids how to read, and that's not like what I'm certified or was a certified high school science teacher. So that was very much out of my depths. But I was also very thankful that was my last job, because at the end of the year, I was like, I'm done with this. I'm doing all these cool things in comedy and podcasting. I want more time for that. And that's at the end of the year, I told them that I didn't want to renew my contract. And then they looked at me and they said, that's good, because we weren't going to renew it. And so that was it. That was it.
Oh, that's funny. That's such an interesting thing, though. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have? Oh, sorry. I was just going to ask, Nathan. Did you have any other jobs besides Starbucks?
Me?
Yes.
I
Who the fuck else, Nathan?
I didn't hear say he just told a whole story about being a teacher. I was like, you know what I mean? It would make sense if you're asking him a question, but no, fuck him. Gives a whole dissertation about his life. And then they didn't rehire me. Hey, that's great. Nathan.
Thank you. I feel seen. Thank you. Jeez,
that was like the end of Forrest Gump, and he just told me to go fuck himself.
I talk to Leif all the time. You're the guest. We're supposed to.
I get it. So did I have any other jobs? You mean like during comedy? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I worked at I've worked at Starbucks twice in my life. I worked at Starbucks in Halifax, and then I worked in Starbucks in Toronto. And then I worked, the last day job I had was at Adidas. I used to work at the Adidas store in Toronto.
Oh, very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question. I have seen you and I'm trying to find some way to bring this back to sports, and I am.
We're just talking about sports job. Now. We are bringing it back to sports.
I'm very good at hosting, as you can tell. I'm extremely talented.
She's going to show you how a professional does it. Caitlin, take it away.
Thank you. So, I saw you at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw you at Planet Fitness, and we have 10 minutes, by the way. What is your workout that you do?
What do you mean?
Like, to stay in shape. You're a fairly in shape man. I
wouldn't say that I am, Caitlin. I believe you're lying to viewers.
No, look at if you're looking at this on YouTube, his face is very in shape. You have a very in shape face.
What do I do? I mean, I lift things.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't do any kind of recreational sporting or anything like that.
I
What
played.
about hockey? You're Canadian. Why don't you play hockey?
We're gonna let this one go as well. Do you know? I played. I don't know if people really realize it. I played street hockey a little bit as a kid. But do you know how expensive like hockey is?
Yeah.
Hockey's very expensive.
Mhm.
So never played it. I've never played hockey on ice. Like hockey. Street hockey, yeah, but you just need a fucking stick and a tennis ball, and you know what I mean. But I play every once in a while. I play basketball in the summer at the Astoria League.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I kind of stopped going because they never shut it down. So we at first it was just supposed to be like comedians, and then they were like, "Hey, I got a friend." You're like, "Okay," and then they're like, "That guy has a friend," and then people are at the park. Literally one day, there's a guy who had it was like, I don't know if it said like Revolution or it's something fucking ridiculous tattooed on his stomach, and they were like, "This guy's gonna play." And you're like, "Okay," and then he had clearly just been to jail. He's screaming at everybody like it's the yard. It was horrible, and I stopped going.
It upset you?
Yes, I want to play with people that I know. Maybe I'm a criminal. No. Who the fuck is this? Do you know them? Cool. If we don't know them, what are we doing? Are we 17 years old? I'm not trying to meet basketball people.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? I just want to play with the people that I know, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
When we play sports, let's just have fun. That's all.
Yes.
With friends.
Yes. People that I know. Who the fuck is this guy?
Did you have any nicknames?
For sports or just in general?
Well, both. I want to know both. Yeah.
My nickname, and if I go to Halifax now, people that went to high school with me still call me this. My nickname is Rooster.
That's a great nickname. Also,
not bad.
Because of your hair?
It was because that, but also I used to have a chain that had a little like eagle pendant on it.
Uh-huh.
And one day my drama teacher, she looked at it and she's like, "What is that, a rooster?" And then she looks at it and looks at me, and then she stopped the class and she goes, "Hey, Nathan's name now is Rooster." And that just fucking stuck forever. It's forever. Like friends of mine are still like, "Roost." It was a thing.
Oh, that's fun.
I love that.
Yeah, it was all right.
How about number? What was your do you have any other nicknames before we get too far away?
No. Well, I mean, all the like red-haired stuff, but no.
Oh, that's not creative. Come on,
Yeah.
kids do better. How about number? What was your number when you played?
9.
Okay. Any meaning behind that?
I was born on the 9th month, 9th day.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's fun.
That's a party, right?
Yeah.
September 9th?
I could do something with that.
Yeah, so that's it. I like the number 9.
I really dodged a bullet on that one, honestly.
Yeah.
How
It's the
so?
9/11 joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's dodged a plane. Who knows?
Whoa! Hi-oh!
Whoa!
I know. It was stupid. It was all for nothing. It was offensive for no reason.
It's really stupid, but you know, obviously the movie World Trade Center with Nicolas Cage.
Uh-huh.
Years ago, I ran into a friend of mine in Toronto. Me and my girlfriend had just seen that movie, and he's like, where are you guys coming from? We like, well, we just got out of World Trade Center. He goes, oh, not a lot of people did. I've been laughing about that for years now. It's so funny and so horrible, but I was like, fuck, that's so funny.
Oh,
that one's tough, but perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Love a good morbid joke.
I have a question. This is all it is. So it's just we go back and forth asking you questions.
Perfect.
In your improv days, did you have like a nemesis, like an arch rival?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I could imagine you being like the bad boy on the improv team, and someone else is gunning for your number 1 spot. You're like,
on the team? No, the team got along really, really well.
But outside of the team, was there some?
We just hated that one school. I can't remember what the hell they were called now.
Yeah.
But we just hated them. They won first place the last like 4 years in a row. And our teacher was like, they're the people to beat. And we were like, we can beat these fucking people. And then I fucked it up.
I'm sure they still love you, Rooster. I think that's still. I think they forgave you, right?
Did you have a nickname?
Peluffinator, Katie, and that's it.
Katie.
And the enforcer. I was the
There we
biggest girl
go.
on my
This
team.
is a name. That's a name.
Yeah, I was a big bitch, and I would hit people. It was my favorite part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those were my nicknames. But
Enforcer's great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Leif, do you have another question?
Do I? I don't think so. Do I? Am I missing one?
No.
Oh, initiations. Did you all have any initiations when you did the competitive improv?
No.
Okay. We did.
All right. Cool. All right.
No, we were the first year. That was the first year. Our
Okay.
I think they still do it now, but it was the first year of that.
Oh, that's great. You were the groundbreaker.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah, that's very good. Do you go, like, are you famous at your school? Because you've been on TV a fair amount of times.
Yeah.
You're a well-known comedian. Would they ever ask you to come back and be like, Nathan, give a talk. You've made it.
I was expelled from school and also suspended countless times. So
what?
No. Yeah. There's teachers that have been to shows that I've done out there, which is funny. Teachers I didn't even really have. But no, I've been suspended and expelled.
What'd you do?
I got expelled for getting kicked out of class, man. I had to do my work in the office, and I fucking said something to the goddamn secretary one day, and like I just got expelled.
Really?
Yeah. I went back the next year. What's that?
You got a mouth on you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You've seen me. This is all I've talked most of this, and I apologize.
No.
And
that's great.
The first time I ever met you, I said, if you don't, you're an idiot if you don't need to ask and pay tax. I mean, I think I do talk a lot, you know?
Oh, that's so funny because you're so polite and lovely and very kind that it's hard to think of Rooster being the bad boy, just like a...
What's funny is this is the same guy, basically, but when you talk a lot, some people get upset, and teachers were not having it.
No, I guess not. Well, we're about to run out, so do you want to give your little handle real quick?
Oh, yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Nathan Macintosh, at nathanmacintosh.com for shows that don't exist anymore. I have a podcast called Positive Anger that's out everywhere.
Oh, that's great. Positive Anger, that's wonderful. That's perfect for you.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to have you on it.
Oh, yeah, we can shout like this even more. I have a question. I have a question.
It's a lot of screaming.
Well, thank you so much for doing the pod, Nathan. You're
Thanks
a gem.
for having me. I appreciate both of you. I love you both.
Oh, thank you. We love you. This was so good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Later,
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Welcome to BrainMachineNetwork.com.